Our gathering here is the doing of the good Lord, and therefore we will start on a note of asking for His blessings as we go through this very important commissioning. Ni mahia nyelo niji enyo niji Alhaj Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Italy. One, no size, Bawumia sense. Digital man. Digital, Mr. Digital. We are moving forward, not backwards.
P for Adenta constituents. Akosia Name. Cozy Hills. Then we have our incoming MP for Medina constituents, Robert Lampton. The chairman and members of the governing board of Metro Mass Transit, chairman and members of the governing board of the GAPTI, Ayalulu, the managing directors, Metro Mass Transit Limited, GAPTI, Ayalulu, and Tap and Go, heads of institutions, CEOs here present, private sector organizations, civil society organizations, stakeholders in the transport industry, members of the diplomatic corps, the clergy and imams, the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am so elated to stand before you to commission the first batch of electric buses for Metro Mass Transit Limited to augment its operations and to usher in a new era of innovation in the delivery of public transport services. As the minister said, the move towards electric vehicles is not only aimed at Metro Mass Transit Limited, but the whole public transport sector. When I first suggested the idea of moving public transport in Ghana to electric vehicles, many thought that it was not possible. They said it was an election promise that will not be fulfilled. And unfortunately, this is the mindset of impossibility. And it was at play in this situation as it has been at play for the last 8 years that we have been in government. As a government, we are thinking transformation. We are thinking making things possible that have not been here. But a lot of people are always, expressing the mindset of impossibilities. Remember when we tried to do the Ghana card, to implement it after 8 years of failure to do so by the previous government. Many people wondered if we could do so, but we have made it possible. And other countries are now coming to learn from Ghana to issue the national ID cards in their countries. When we said you could use the Ghana card to travel from outside Ghana into Ghana, people thought it was not possible. In fact, a lot of time was spent discussing it. We have made it possible, and they are quiet. And in fact, from maybe sometime next week, people traveling into Ghana with their Ghana card will be met with e-gates at the Kotoka International Airport, and they will not need to go through immigration because they can use their Ghana card to enter Ghana. When we said we would bring mobile money interoperability, many people scoffed at the idea because no country in Africa had done so. But we have done so. And today, Ghana is the only country in the whole of Africa that has the complete domestic payments interoperability. The only country. When we said we were bringing drones to help deliver medicines and vaccines, they said it was not possible. They even said we were coming to take pictures of women in their bathrooms. But we have made it possible. And Ghana today is the whole world's leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Even when we talked about free SHS, they said it was not possible. And we made it possible. When we talked about Agenda 111, they said we couldn't do it. But we have shown that we can do it, and we are doing it. They scoffed at the idea of hostels for Kayai. They said it was not going to be possible. We've made it possible. He said we will replace pre-mixed fuel for fishermen with solar outboard motors. When I said it, they thought it was not possible. They laughed at the idea. We have made it possible. When we said we will bring credit scoring into Ghana for the first time in our history, many doubted it and said we were not going to be able to do it. But we have done it. I'm saying all these because of the mindset of impossibility. We are going to transform this country, and we need a possibilities mindset. So I was not surprised when the naysayers once again rose up to poo-poo the idea of electric vehicles for public transportation in Ghana. Rather than discouraging me because of all the previous naysaying they had done, I was rather encouraged and determined to follow through and see to the implementation of electric vehicles for public transport in Ghana. I had no doubt in my mind that this was possible. If other countries can deploy electric buses for public transportation, why not Ghana? The transport sector, as you all know, is a major contributory factor to the growth of our economy, and most importantly, a necessary precondition for the guaranteed success of education, jobs, markets, healthcare, among others. In pursuit of this, agencies such as Metro Mass, Transit Limited, Ayalolo, STC, and so on have existed to implement government policy to make transport services accessible and affordable to all. These companies provide services to very remote areas of Ghana where some traditional operators will not go and charge fares about 30% lower than the market rate. Unfortunately, over the years, the growth of these companies has been heavily impacted by high operational costs, particularly the cost of diesel, revenue leakages, and the maintenance of their fleet of buses. In addressing these operational challenges, government took steps to ensure that these companies evolve to meet new challenges. Among the measures that have been introduced to improve public transport services included the following. We supplied 200 intercity buses to augment and expand the existing operations. We supplied 100 buses for the Intercity STC Coaches Limited and deployment of an electronic ticketing system, the Tap and Go system, to address revenue leakage and modernize bus services. We also enhanced the enhancement of the mandate of the National Road Safety Authority as the regulator of road safety rules, procedures, standards, and guidelines. The launch of the Transport Ghana project by the National Road Safety Authority for regulatory compliance. The Transport Ghana project is an IT-based solution for pre-departure checks, passenger manifest, ticketing, vehicle tracking, and driver training. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the acquisition of these electric buses is not just about revamping the operations of Metro Mass Transit Limited and is signaling to other agencies to follow suit, but also to position them to play a leading role in the drive to net zero emission transport future and a future with low cost of transportation. When you think about it, any time fuel prices internationally go up, then you see it translating immediately into domestic increase in fuel prices, then into its commitment to public transportation, public transport electrification. These buses are not just a response to the challenges of high transport fares, among others. It is a proactive step towards the future we want to see, a future where Ghana leads in sustainability, inclusivity, and innovation. In conclusion, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the stakeholders who have contributed in diverse ways to make today a living reality. It is my hope that we will all be inspired by this development and the decarbonization agenda of government in pursuit of the vision for a net zero emission future. For our passengers who will be boarding these electric vehicles, these buses, I think the biggest question in your minds is how much is it going to cost? And I think that the answer, and it is consistent with our estimates, that when I announced this policy in February of this year, when I gave my lecture at UPSA, I think between 40 to 50% reduction in the fares from these electric buses. This is what you are going to see. From today, when you board it, you will see that the price is 40 to 50% lower because the operational costs are lower and you are able to pass that on to the consumer. And this is where we see the future of public transport going. I thank you all very much for your attention. God bless you and God bless our homeland. Ghana. Thank you very much.
Na ekwan a mefa so abɔ me mpota ho ban dadwen no nanso ini mmere bi a mefro metro mass electric buses for aba yɛkamea yɛ nkunimdi ɛfiri sɛ yɛmponsi ɛnsɛ important.
Traditional and religious leaders, MPs and PCs present, distinguished guests, patrons and executives of the strong new patriotic party, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today we stand at the intersection of progress and sustainability, marking a milestone that speaks volumes about Ghana's commitment to innovation, environmental stewardship, and the future of public transportation. I, on behalf of everyone here and present in Ghana, express profound gratitude to His Excellency, Dr. Bawumia, the man of possibilities, for bringing this idea to life. Your visionary leadership continues to propel Ghana towards a greener and more prosperous future. Your dedication to integrating technology and innovation into the daily lives of Ghanaians is truly commendable. You continue to show us that indeed it is possible. To the Ministry of Transport, GAPT and all partnering agencies and stakeholders, we say a heartfelt thank you for your relentless efforts in ensuring this initiative came to life. The launch of these electric buses is evidence of your commitment to improving public transportation while reducing our carbon footprint. For us in Adentan, we are very mindful of the fact that something this great is being launched here today, and Adentan is chosen as a major piloting route. This now joins the list of many government initiatives that have benefited the students and working class of Adentan. We are grateful and will reward the government adequately. And to all Ghanaians, especially those who benefit directly from these buses, thank you for your patience and support as we work to improve transportation and embrace sustainable solutions. This is not just a launch, it is a pledge to transform public transportation. Thank you all for being here to witness this transformative moment. May we continue to innovate, collaborate, and strive for excellence as we journey towards a brighter future for Ghana. It is indeed possible. Thank you, and may God bless us all.